Hello to all my friends. In this video, I am going to talk about a very important concept which is known as moderation, which often you come across in structural equation modeling. We have already discussed in previous video what do you mean by mediation, how it is executed in Spark PLS. Now we'll talk about moderation, the explanation of this term with an example. So stay tuned and keep watching. So in case you have this independent variable and the dependent variable, and we say that it is moderated by gender, which is a categorical variable having two categories, male and female. So we say that study hours being put by a student influence the marks of the students, and it is different for male and female. It shows different effect. The effect of study hours on the marks is different for both the categories in the gender, male and female. This is known as a moderator. This is known as a moderator. Now again, moderator could be continuous or moderator could be categorical, right? It could be categorical. In case it is continuous in nature and it is affecting a single path in your model, in that case you have two approaches: the product indicator approach and the two-stage approach. You can go by product indicator approach in case you have all reflective constructs and they are continuous in nature, and you can go by two-stage indicator approach, which is the selection choice which you have to make in PLS SEM when you do moderation analysis. If you have reflective as well as formative constructs, you go with two-stage indicator approach. In case this continuous moderator is affecting whole of the model, in this case what you do, your whole model is not giving you stable results, then there must be something going on in your model that is known as heterogeneity. If it is not able to give you stable results despite of accurate data collection, accurate screening of data and following all the protocols, you go and check the unobserved heterogeneity. In this case, you check the unobserved heterogeneity in your data using tools such as finite mixture, which is known as FEMIX, or prediction oriented segmentation, POS. This will help you to find out whether there are distinct groups in your model. Once you find out how many segments or how many groups are there according to FEMIX or POS, then you characterize the difference between the groups based on the demographic features. Now, in case these demographic features are measured on a continuous scale, then you use techniques like ANOVA or Kruskal-Wallis or Mann-Whitney U-test. In case these demographic features are measured on categorical scale, you find out the differences between those segments or the groups using chi-square test. Then you are able to find out and present the differences between the groups which were found originally by techniques of FEMIX and POS. It is advisable, however, to use prediction oriented segmentation if you are working with PLS SEM, because it works on formative as well as reflective constructs and is not that much affected by non-normality of data and can work on moderate sample size. So it's not affected by non-normality of data and it requires a moderate sample size. Whereas FEMIX requires a large sample size, it works with reflective constructs, it finds the heterogeneity in the structural model, not in the measurement model, but POS is able to find it in the measurement as well as structural model, hence aligning well with the PLS SEM context. So this is how you resolve, and once you have identified, then you can go on doing multi-group analysis based upon the groups which are identified using these techniques. So in case it is a categorical moderator and it is affecting a single path in your conceptualized model, in that case you dummy code just like you did in case of mediation. Dummy coding is done based upon the formula k minus 1. K is the number of categories in that categorical variable. Say male and female, 2 minus 1 is one dummy coded variable you make, and you work through latent moderated structural equation, that is LMS, to find the interaction effects. In case this categorical variable affects whole of the model, then you go with multi-group analysis, also known as PLS MGA. If you do it in Smart PLS, it is known as PLS MGA, though you can do MGA in AMOS as well. Then the procedure is quite convenient and easy. Based upon the categories, say male and female are the two categories, you can find out the differences between the groups. The effect of this gender variable, categorical variable, on the entire model. See you next time with some more informative content. Thanks a lot.